Welcome everybody to Story Time.
Story time. Story time. Story time. Story time. Story time.
Hey, had to bring it to you because I didn't bring it to you last night.
Yeah, we forgot.
We forgot. So welcome everyone.
Everybody,
We are up and running. I'm Bonnie. If you're new to our channel, how you doing? Good to see you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Good to see you.
Yes.
Welcome to our channel. And this person right here. Okay, my dad literally calls her Dr. Norwood. And if you've been listening to Story Time, you know why. Okay, what comes out of there? Okay, come on. And so what? But that's not her name. But what I like to call her is Auntie Shelly on the beat. Oh, yes, sir. Yes. Did you feel that? I feel it in my whole being. Okay, whole, not half of it. Whole. Okay. It is the bump for me. You cannot just say Auntie Shelly. That's just so plain. Okay, we're not gonna do that. You got to season that thing, okay? Oh, taste and see that with the bump is good.
It only works with the bump.
It does. It does. Shout out to Brandon Clay with the Covenant Tees. Hit him up on Facebook. You can private message him if you are interested. And then also his wife also make cups and shirts and a whole lot of stuff. Brittany Clay as well. So you can private message her if you are interested, okay? Thank you. Look, this is my story time cup that his wife made me. It says story time, reclaiming all that was stolen from the nation of Yah. Listen, if you're interested.
Taking it back.
Absolutely. Reclaiming it, okay? That rainbow, we didn't snatch that back, okay? Reclaiming that. That belongs to us. Shalom, family. Look, it is Wednesday.
Already.
We already in the middle of the week. Did we just get here? I feel like we just started story time. And it's already Wednesday. So we're going to go ahead and go into Psalms 34 until the Most High gives us something different. So if you guys are new, it's going to read differently because I'm reading from a Hebraic standpoint, okay?
Or from the Sefer.
From the Sefer, yeah. Like, what's that?
What's that?
She said, I want it all back. I ain't mad at it. Absolutely.
Who is that, Linda?
All right, so Psalms 34, and it reads, it says, I will bless Yahuwah at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in Yahuwah. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. O magnify Yahuwah with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought Yahuwah, and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried, and Yahuwah heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of Yahuwah encamps round about them that fear him, and delivers them. Oh, taste. Come on, if you listen. I'm not a smacker, but when it comes to this, smack all you want. Because he said taste. Oh, taste. Okay, get it in your mouth. Taste. And see with both of your eyes. If you're blessed with one, see with that eye too. And see that Yahuwah is good. Blessed is the man that trusts in him.
Yes.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Trust in him. Shalom, family. Just want to go ahead and let you know.
I got you to praise.
Girl, get it. Look, we are reading the second book of Adam and Eve, and we're reading it from Bere'Shiyth. Okay, it simply means beginnings, but because I feel like I'm doing something, I just keep saying Bere'Shiyth. That's what I want to do. But we purchased this book on Sefer.net, but what we didn't do is pay full price for it. Use your Storytime discount and get you your book. All right, Auntie Shelly on the beat. Bump. Go ahead and give us a recap.
Oh, okay.
I know, huh? Where do you look? That's your business. Where you want to start off at?
So, I gotta remember what we read. I know that we were told about the dwelling places. So we got the Garden of Eden.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Cave of Treasures and all that land that's outside there where the righteous live. And then we got down in the valley.
Yes.
Where Cain's children live, who are the unrighteous seed. And they are being told from generation to generation, don't go down there. Mm-hmm. Don't mix with that seed, because he's keeping the righteous seed separate.
Yes.
And after, and we see that while they're on this mountain, they don't even have to farm.
No.
Yahuwah's just giving them fruit on the fruit trees because they're praising Yahuwah, making offerings to him all day. They are not miserable. They are not unhappy. They are not scattered. No. But from yesterday, to get us to the cliff that we hanging off of, Satan comes through to Yarid.
Yes.
Yarid. I think that's how I'm going to say his name. And says, I can take you out of all this misery. And all your people are scattered. What misery? They're not scattered. They all live right there. But he put that in their mind. That's why we got to really guard your ear and eye gates, because people throw them subliminal messages at you and have you thinking you're worse off. Just like the whole idea of rich and poor.
Right. Oh my God.
Everybody got shoes on, but because your shoes come from a certain place and their shoes come from a certain, price tag. I'll just say price tag. Yeah. They make you think you're without, that Yah's not taking care of you. And Yah's thinking, but you got shoes on.
Right.
And you thinking, but it ain't them shoes.
Right.
Because they put that thought in your mind. You don't need no Nikes, no Air Jordan. What are they doing for you? Nada. Them designers, nada. That stuff ain't even worth all that money.
And it ain't us.
Mm-mm.
We may be the face of it.
Yeah, we're definitely the face of it. And they insult us and then come up with these little half-baked apologies, and we just go, okay. Please. Ask me when the last time I've been to Starbucks.
When the last time you been?
When they discriminated against them two brothers. Ain't been up in a Starbucks. I ain't got no problem with all that.
She said, I'll leave you in a minute.
I'll leave. Look at my nails. You see them? No. I need a black-owned business, or you ain't touching my nails. Y'all be in there talking about us now.
Definitely do.
No Chinese food. No. Making my own. Unless I can make it, but I ain't doing it. But we go, okay. I need Ching Ming to do my nails though, so I can look cute.
Not the Ching Ming.
I'm sorry. But that be their names.
Well, at least they have their original names.
I wasn't trying to be racist like that. Ain't that like their name? Like Ching Mi and...
Okay.
Did we finish the recap?
Sorry. I wasn't trying to be mean, but... Look. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to let that go. Because I was going to try to justify
No, don't even just...
I'm going to let that go. I was in my feelings for a minute.
It's okay. We all been there, okay? Look, I help you out with that. We all been there, okay? I had to apologize on Storytime on Instagram with my maha. So listen, I get it. I had to apologize for that remark, okay?
Yeah, I get where we coming from, though.
All right. Where we at? But yeah, so that's where we are with Yarid. So Satan comes to Yarid or Yarid.
And tries to get him to go down the mountain to where Cain's children are. And he's looking for his children to tell them where he's going.
Yes.
And Satan's like, you don't need to tell them. Just come check it out first. And so that's where we are. Like Yarid is about to follow Satan.
He presents himself and his host as beautiful men.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And then tells him you can marry anybody you want. Yep.
Yeah.
He presents himself as somebody, fine.
Yeah.
His
people. Actually, his descendants. Yarid's dad is in there. He presented himself like...
Oh, yeah. The whole family.
The whole family.
Adam all the way.
He
said, they're here with me. No. Yeah, he did. Remember?
He presented the host as very good-looking men, but he said, "Who are these?" And he gave them the names of his descendants.
I got you, because they weren't actually Adam. And okay, you're right.
Thank you. See, this
That's why we got a producer.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, and he offered them you can marry a man or a woman, whichever
Yes.
one whatever you like.
Yeah, this is so crazy. All right, so we're going to go and I'm going to start where he says, I'm going to start on verse 24. So the reason why I'm starting here, because this is where it says, look, you can come, but if you don't like it, then I'll bring you back.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to start off, okay, and see what's, I mean.
That's a good place to start.
Yeah, ready? So verse 24 in the book of Bere'Shiyth. When the elder heard Yarid's intentions, and he's talking about Satan.
Yeah.
When the elder heard Yarid's intention, he said to him, let alone that purpose at present, and come with us. You shall see our country. If the land in which we dwell pleases you, we and you shall return hither and take your family with us. But if our country does not please you, you shall come back to your own place.
It's the second book of Adam and Eve because you said 24th verse in the book of Bere'Shiyth.
Okay, so yes, thank you. So we are actually in the second book of Adam and Eve in the book of Bere'Shiyth.
Yeah,
on
page 107.
Page 107, verse 24, going into verse 25. Chapter 17. Thank you. Verse 25. And the elder urged Yarid to go before one of his children came to counsel him otherwise. Because when Hasatan was there, Satan was there, Yarid was looking for his children so he can tell them where he was going to go. But Satan knew if one of his children knew where he was going to talk him out of it. So he said, no, just come. Mm-hmm. And then if you like it, you can stay and bring your whole people.
Yeah.
If you don't, we'll bring you back. Okay. So Yarid then came out of the cave and went with them and among them, and they comforted him until they came to the top of the mountain of the sons of Cain. Then said the elder to one of his companions, we have forgotten something by the mouth of the cave, and that is the chosen garment we had brought to clothe Yarid withal. He then said to one of them, go back, you, someone, and we will wait for you here until you come back. Then will we clothe Yarid, and he shall be like us, good, handsome, and fit to come with us into our country. Then that one went back. But when he was a short distance off, the elder called to him and said to him, tarry until I come up and speak to you. Then he stood still, and the elder went up to him and said to him, one thing we forgot at the cave. It is this, to put out the menorah that burns inside it, above the bodies that are therein. Then back to us quick.
So he also trying to get him out that cave because they're guarding the body of Adam. Because remember, Adam has to go on that ship. Mm-hmm. So he's that's why somebody was constantly, in that cave, they was burning that light.
And that menorah represented the Hamashiach as well. Because remember, he is the shamash, which is the centerpiece of that menorah, and the branches is us. So he said, put that light out.
Yeah, put the light out. Yeah.
Because you about to walk into darkness.
Mm-hmm. And they were supposed to be guarding that cave, making sure the light stayed lit.
Absolutely. That verse 32, that one went, and the elder came back to his fellows and to Yarid. And they came down from the mountain, and Yarid with him. And they stayed by a fountain of water near the houses of the children of Cain, and waited for their companion until he brought the garment for Yarid. He then, who went back to the cave, put out the menorah, and came to them and brought a phantom with him, and showed it them. And when Yarid saw it, he wondered at the beauty and grace thereof, and rejoiced in his heart, believing it was all true. But while they were staying there, 3 of them went into the houses of the sons of Cain, and said to them, bring us today some food by the fountain of water for us and our companions to eat.
It was what kind of food? It was pork, I bet you.
It probably was everything that he wasn't supposed to
Yeah.
have. And this is an offering that he's taking. So they
Mhm.
kind of like, I see it as an offering, like, oh, he's going to eat over our table
Yep.
now.
Go eat our food. He gonna, yeah.
Because we didn't put out that light.
In the cave. Yeah.
Now he's going to eat from our table.
Mm-hmm.
But when the sons of Cain saw them, they wondered at them and thought, these are beautiful to look at, and such as we never saw before. So they rose and came with them to the fountain of water to see their companions. They found them so very handsome that they cried aloud about their places for others to gather together and come and look at these beautiful beings. Then they gathered around them, both men and women. Then the elders said to them, we are strangers in your land. Bring us some good food and drink, you and your women, to refresh ourselves with you. When those men heard these words of the elder, every one of Cain's sons brought his woman, and another brought his daughter. And so many women came to them, everyone addressing Yarid, either for himself or for his woman, all alike.
What is going on?
It was like, we ain't never seen that before.
Oh. But didn't those men were saying they from the north side? But didn't they say
no?
That,
they told him that he was from Cain's.
Yeah, then how come the people of Cain was even like, whoa?
Wait, we ain't never seen them. How come? The thing is, how come Yarid's not picking up their reaction?
Yeah. That's my point. Like, how come you not seeing that they never saw them before?
Yeah, they're marveled. They're stuck.
Yeah.
Shalom, family. All right, verse 39. But when Yarid saw what they did, his very soul wrenched itself from them. Say that again? Wrenched itself from them. Neither would he taste of their food or of their drink. The elder saw a hint as he wrenched himself from them and said to him, do not be sad. I am the great elder. As you shall see me do yourself in like manner. Who does that sound like? Trying to be Elohim? Yeah. This is my body, right? That sounds like a whole
like a supper.
Like a supper,
the Lord's Supper. Lord, they call it,
yeah.
It's really Passover, right?
Right. Then he spread his hands and took one of the women, and 5 of his companions did the same before Yarid, that he should do as they did.
They just trying to really corrupt him with the food and the women.
Yes, because remember, the seed ain't supposed to be there.
Right. They trying to get rid of the righteous seed.
But when Yarid saw them working infamy, how do you say that? Infamy, he wept and said in his mind, my fathers never did the like. He then spread his hands and prayed with a fervent heart and with much weeping, and entreated Yahuwah to deliver him from their hands.
Yeah, you wait now.
Okay. Somebody look up infamy. I don't know. I'm starting to think they was having an orgy.
That's what it sounds like.
This is ridiculous. He like, whoa, what is going on? They got the food and the women and just all out there.
It means the state of being well known for some bad quality or deed. A day that will live in infamy. Yeah, infamy.
So they was doing something.
Yeah, they were doing some
this
deeds that
live in my mind forever. Like, this is crazy.
He said, my father never did this. Okay, let me see. What
43.
Verse? 43. He then spread his hands and prayed with a fervent heart and with much weeping and entreated Yahuwah to deliver him from their hands. No sooner did Yarid begin to pray than the elder fled with his companions, for they could not abide in a place of prayer.
Looky here.
Left the
Look here.
Always.
Look at here.
will get you into the deepest of trouble and bounce.
It was like, oh, it's a prayer, sincere, righteous man. Let's go.
Time to go.
Yahuwah finna
Like-
show up.
Like Color Purple on that piano. Time to go.
Time to go. They got up out of there.
They got out.
See how powerful prayer is?
You don't need to pray.
Mm-hmm.
Then Yarid turned round, but could not see them, but found himself standing in the midst of the children of Cain. He then wept and said, "O Yah, do not destroy me with this race, concerning which my father have warned me. For now, O my Adonai Elohim, I was thinking that those who appeared to me were my fathers, but I have found them out to be devils, who allured me by this beautiful apparition until I believed them. But now I ask you, O Yahuwah, to deliver me from this race, among whom I am now staying, as you did deliver me from those devils. Send your angel to draw me out of the midst of them, for I have not myself power to escape from among them." When Yarid had ended his prayer, Yahuwah sent his angel in the midst of them, who took Yarid and set him upon the mountain and showed him the way, gave him counsel, and then departed from him.
I wonder if when Satan came and had, with his companions, if they made themselves look like Adam and Mahilel and, all his fathers.
Yeah.
Because
he
yeah,
would
it seemed
have
like,
he would have recognized his own father.
that's what
I
I'm
said.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
did they make themselves look like?
I doubt it. He just told them. I guess maybe he figured like in the spirit realm or something else maybe that could have been their changed. I don't know.
Yeah,
Either
because it
way.
made me think of when Samuel went to that. It wasn't Samuel.
Because I'm sure he
When
probably would have been like, "Oh,
who was
father."
the king that went? Saul went to the witch at Endor, and he thought he saw Samuel,
Okay.
but Samuel was dead.
So it was a familiar spirit.
So yeah, familiar. So I'm wondering if, but he could have. He was like, no, that's Samuel, and was talking to him like that's Samuel. Do we say whether?
Yeah, so look in
like
verse
him?
8. Okay, so 106 on page 106. Then Yarid, this is when Hasatan or Satan came to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He says,
Which verse?
Verse 8. Then Yarid and they exchanged a greeting, and he said to the elder among them, "O my father, explain to me the wonder that is in you, and tell me who these are with you, for they look to me like strange men." Then the elder wept, and the rest wept with him. And he said to Yarid, "I am Adonai." Nope. Okay.
Adam.
So the thing
I
is,
am Adam. So
he said, "Oh,
because
my
he
father,"
don't really know what Adam looks like.
Yeah, and he said, "Oh, my father," to the elder because
He was the
all
elder.
the elders were like
Fathers.
was everybody's fathers.
But this is the elder, ain't the elder
The demon.
fake?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
This is one of my son Enoch, son of Seth, and the other one is Canaan, son of Enoch, and that other one is Mahaliel, son of Canaan, your father.
Yeah, but that
See,
one he would know.
He had to tell him that's your father, but he would have known if he thought that was.
That's what it's just so confusing.
Yeah,
because like why if
he was so busy wondering at the beauty of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
It keeps saying that he was he was wondered like
yes.
Like he might have been thinking this might be what my father looks like now since he passed away, or something. Because clearly he thought.
Yeah, the one thing he did was he thought
that was his father.
You thought.
See, but Yarid remained wondering at their appearance.
Yeah.
And at the speech.
Yeah.
So he was not just gorgeously beautiful.
Wow.
But the speech was also amazing. Y'all know swindlers can talk their way into and out of anything.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
They know how to adapt.
So he was blindsided by all of that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No,
that's good.
That was good.
Okay, so
the
angel put him on the mount, took him out.
Yeah, and started counseling him. Sorry, y'all. All right, so
so far.
no. Nashawn said they have they're having an orgy when it came to that, where it was bringing all
Oh,
their
yeah,
women and all
yeah.
that, and that will explain infamy because they was doing bad.
Yeah, this day gonna
Different
live
deeds,
forever
yeah.
because we go.
That would make sense. But even though it don't say that, that's my guess.
Because they was doing something in front of him with them women,
like-
and he was like, "What the heck
Were they
is
bringing their
going on?
women and their daughters
And
and
there's
all?
food
Yeah.
and all, like they doing this right in
Yeah.
front of me."
Mm-hmm. Confusion in the cave of treasures, miraculous speech of the dead Adam.
Okay.
Chapter 18. The children of Yarid were in the habit of visiting him hour after hour to receive his blessing and to ask his advice for everything they did. And when he had a work to do, they did it for him. But this time, when they went into the cave, they found not Yarid.
He was out of place.
Out of place.
Yep.
But they found the menorah put out, and the body of the fathers thrown about.
That's the clothes they was trying to get Adam's clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And the bodies of the fathers thrown about, and voices came from them by the power of Yahuwah that said, Satan in an apparition has deceived our son, wishing to destroy him as he destroyed our son Cain. They said also, Adonai, Yahuwah of heaven and earth, deliver our son from the hand of Satan, who wrought a great and false apparition before him. They also spoke of other matters by the power of Yahuwah. But when the children of Yarid heard these voices, they feared and stood weeping for their father, for they knew not what had befallen him. And they wept for him that day until the setting of the sun. Then came Yarid with a woeful countenance, wretched in mind and body, and sorrowful at having been separated from the bodies of his fathers. But as he was drawing near to the cave, his children saw him and hastened to the cave and hung upon his neck, crying and saying to him, O Father, where have you been? And why have you left us as you were not wont to do? And again, O Father, when you did disappear, the menorah over the bodies of our fathers went out. The bodies were thrown about, and voices came from them. When Yarid heard this, he was sorry, and went into the cave, and there found the bodies thrown about, the menorah put out, and the fathers themselves praying for his deliverance from the hand of Satan. Then Yared fell upon the bodies and embraced them and said, O my fathers, through your intercession, let Yahuwah deliver me from the hand of Satan. And I beg you will ask Yahuwah to keep me and to remain me from him to the day of my death. Then all the voices ceased, save the voice of our father Adam, who spoke to Yared by the power of Yahuwah, just as one would speak to his fellow, saying, O Yared, my son, offer gifts to Yahuwah for having delivered you from the hand of Satan. When you bring those offerings, so be it that you offer them on the altar on which I did offer. Then also be aware of Satan, for he deluded me many a time with his apparitions, wishing to destroy me, but Yahuwah delivered me out of his hand. Command your people that they be on their guard against him, and never cease to offer up gifts to Yahuwah. Then the voice of Adam also became silent, and Yared and his children wondered at this. Then they laid the bodies as they were at first. And Yared and his children stood praying the whole of that night until break of day. Then Yared made an offering and offered it up on the altar, as Adam had commanded him. And as he went up to the altar, he prayed to Yahuwah for mercy and for forgiveness of his sin. Concerning the menorah going out, Then Yahuwah appeared to Yarid on the altar and blessed him and his children, and accepted their offerings, and commanded Yarid to take of the sacred fire from the altar, and with it to light the menorah that shed light on the body of Adam.
So I think when that angel got there and put that menorah out and started scattering them bodies, he probably heard like some voices and got up out of there, because it said they interceded in prayer. They remember they don't like prayer.
They don't like prayer.
They don't like prayer.
Boy.
I mean, but he was in there long enough to blow out the menorah and to get the garment.
I don't know if he got the garment.
Because they put a
I don't
They
think
got, but I don't think it was Adam's, because remember Adam's.
It could have been somebody else's.
Yeah.
But you know what I was thinking? Like when you are not in position, like you had mentioned, like when you got out of position, how Satan comes in, like it's just an open
and get
door.
you away from that position.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whether that position be in mind or a physical position, when you're not guarding what you're supposed to, then it's just it's free game all day.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be in that cave praying. That's why they were outside the cave. They weren't coming in.
They couldn't. So that's just wow.
And this menorah being lit all the time and constantly offering offerings, it made me think of like when they come out of Egypt and they build first the tabernacle in the wilderness and then the temple. There when you first walk in, there's an altar, and there had to constantly be a lamb burning on it 24/7.
Wow.
Somebody had to look at that 24/7. That light had to be going until Mashiach died
and
came and sacrificed himself. Just like this menorah needs to stay lit.
Yes, I was just about to. Nishan goes on and point out they didn't try to relight the menorah. He asked permission and waited for Yahuwah to give him the green light to relight it. So with the fire that he was using that offering for, that's when he said, "You take that holy fire and then you light that." It wasn't any kind of no fire.
Yep.
Wasn't no strange fire.
No
it
strange
was
fire.
None of that. It was that fire that you made that offering. You brought that offering. I need that. That's so crazy. All right, the chapter 19. The children of Yarid are led astray.
Remember that was prophesied.
I know, but it's still
But
sad.
also, I think it's good. Like when Adam was talking to Yarid, he was like, "Look, baby, that happened to me too.
Many times.
It ain't just you. It happened to me many times. So let's just get past this. Do what you need to do." And that's important sometimes when people make a mistake. And if you made that same mistake, sometimes that's how you teach people. Look, I did that too.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people think we perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's good to pass that kind of knowledge on.
Absolutely. And not to feel bad. That's why he told me don't feel bad about it.
Because it happened to me. Lord knows I done died 8 times.
Right. Okay, chapter 19. Then Yahuwah revealed to him again the promise he had made to Adam. He explained to him the 5,500 years and revealed to him the mysteries of his coming upon the earth. And Yahuwah said to Yarid, "As to that fire which you have taken from the altar to light the menorah withal, let it abide with you to give light to the bodies, and let it not come out of the cave until the body of Adam comes out of it. But, O Yarid, take care of the fire, that it burns bright in the lamp. Neither go..." What? Did I read it wrong? Oh.
Somebody called asking a question about what was read.
Oh.
Your husband. Anyways.
Wow. Verse 3. But, O Yared, take care of the fire that burns. So is this a shadow? I'm sorry, you guys, I cut my own stuff out. Is this a shadow of a tabernacle right here? That
I
cave?
think so.
It is. It's got to be.
Yep.
Because just like what you, I'm sorry, as I was reading, I thought about what you're saying. Just like that light had to keep going when they were in the wilderness. This cave and how that menorah has to, he said, no, make sure that light is on. So this is a shadow of
second Adam. I said it means a whole.
Come on, man. All right. But, oh, Yarid, take care of the fire that burns bright in the lamp. Neither go you again out of the cave until you receive an order through a vision, and not in an apparition. So he's telling you, look, this what I'm about to show you is different from an apparition.
Yeah. Vision, not apparition.
Yes.
And sometimes these little words that we leave out is very important.
Oh, did I leave out a
word? Because it makes a difference. Yes. So that it burns. So, but Yarid, take care of the fire that it burns.
It burns. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Not that burns.
That it burns bright in the lamp. Neither go you again out of the cave until you receive an order through a vision, and not in an apparition, when seen by you. Then command again your people not to hold intercourse with the children of Cain, and not to learn their ways. For I am Yahuwah, who loves not hatred and works of iniquity. Wow. So for those that like to say, I ain't gonna touch it, but there's been many times.
Y'all get it.
Can I date a Canaanite?
Nah.
He's the same today, yesterday, and forevermore. All right. Yahuwah gave also many other commandments to Yarid and blessed him, and then withdrew his word from him. Then Yared drew near with his children, took some fire, and came down to the cave, and lighted the menorah before the body of Adam. And he gave his people commandments as Yahuwah had told him to do. This sign happened to Yared at the end of his 450th year, as did also many other wanderers. We do not record. But we record only this one for shortness' sake, and in order not to lengthen our narrative. And Yarid continued to teach his children 80 years, but after that they began to transgress the commandments he had given them, and to do many things without his counsel. They began to go down from the holy mountain, one after another, and to mix with the children of Cain in foul fellowships. Now the reason for which the children of Yared went down the holy mountain is this, that we will now reveal to you.
Okay.
Cliffhanger.
Girl, don't play.
No,
I'm playing.
I was gonna slap you.
Chapter 20. Ravishing music, strong drink loosed among the sons of Cain. They donned colorful clothing. The children of Seth looked on with longing eyes. They revolt from wise counsel. They descend the mountain into the valley of iniquity. They cannot ascend the mountain again.
Wow. You go down, you can't come back
up. You
up.
can't come back up.
Yeah. But that show sounded like us today.
And remember, Yarid or Yared, whatever his name is, he had to call for the angel to come
get him
out of there.
Yep.
So apparently it's something that once you go down, you down.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come get me out of this place.
That's how Satan works, though.
Oh.
Wow. Chapter 20, let's get into it. After Cain had gone down to the land of dark soil, and his children had multiplied therein, there was one of them whose name was Ganun, son of Lamech, the blind who slew Cain. But as to this Ganun, Satan came into him in his childhood, and he made sundry, how do you say that? Sundry trumpets and horns, and string instruments, cymbals, and psalteries. Thank you, psalteries, and lyres. There you go, and harps and flutes, and he played on them at all times and at every hour.
Wow!
Music,
so
24/7.
It said ravishing music.
Hasatan came to him and put in him to create the instruments.
Mm-hmm.
As a kid.
Yep. And he's playing ravishing music. That's what we're hearing today.
That's what I said. That's what I said. This show sounds like today.
Wow.
And when he played on them, Satan came into what? The music.
Absolutely.
And when he played on them,
Well, the instruments, yeah.
Satan came into them, so that from among them were heard beautiful and sweet sounds that ravished the heart. What do we hear today? When we don't even hear the words, we hear the sounds. Like that sound attracts us and it slaps.
Yeah, because we go, it's the beat. We like the beat.
Not knowing we sing, we putting a curse on ourselves with these words.
Yep. And Satanists have told us. I mean, people are Satanists, not in us. They take those recordings to a temple. They take the master to a temple room inside the record company and pray demons over. And the demon follows every single one that comes from that master.
Woo-wee. Wow. Sweet. We heard beautiful and sweet sounds that ravished the heart. Nothing new is under the sun.
And they got the most beautiful music upstairs, up on the mountain. And now you're going to go down.
But the perception has been tainted.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Then he gathered companies upon companies to play on them. And when they played it, shut up. This is crazy. When they played it, it pleased well the children of Cain, who inflamed themselves with sin among them and burnt as with fire, while Satan inflamed their hearts one with another and increased lust among them.
So that's what that music is for.
That's what it's do. Yeah, you get to twerk it. Okay, make it clap. They're not talking about your hands, by the way.
Yeah.
You shooting and killing your brother. That's what that music is for. Got you acting ratchet.
Acting a fool.
Your language change, your perception. Now you see through the eyes of Satan. That's how he wants you to see your brother.
You don't want to hear real spiritual music. You don't want to hear music that glorifies God.
No, because that's church music.
Yeah. And that's boring.
Oh, man. Listen, every generation is the same, okay? She said Teddy Pendergrass, Barry White. Yeah, deep voice, yeah. It's still the same. They were still doing the same thing. Just sounded real deep. Okay. All right, baby. Verse 5. Satan also taught Ganon to bring strong drink out of grain.
Y'all know whiskey and all that is made out of grain. Beer, all that.
Ooh-wee. Satan also
strong drink.
Strong. Listen, not weak.
That's that Jack Daniels.
That's that anything is possible. Okay?
Yeah.
Wow. Satan also taught Ganon to bring strong drink out of grain. And this Ganon used to bring together companies upon companies in drunk houses.
Drink houses, bars.
Yep.
Drink houses, yes.
There is nothing new under the sun.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all think y'all doing something.
Wow.
I told you.
They went to the bar.
He put that in him.
And this is in the beginning,
but still it's close to the beginning.
Right,
yeah.
It is.
It's when the separation is taking place.
Wow. Ooh, this is crazy. Wow. In drink houses, and brought into their hands all manners of fruits and flowers, and they drank together.
Come on, Mai Tai.
You think he ain't right? Listen, the little umbrella.
Make it look all pretty. Sex on the beach and all them. Please, ain't nothing new under the sun. I'll make it look all pretty for you ladies.
Enticing, absolutely. Think you're doing something.
Throw a little flower in there.
Says from the beginning until the end, ain't nothing new under the sun. Listen, as we see tonight. Wow. I'm glad I'm reading this.
Yeah.
And brought into the hands of all manners of fruit and flowers, and they drank together. Thus did this Ganon multiply sin exceedingly. He also acted with pride, and taught the children of Cain to commit all manner of their grossest wickedness, which they knew not, and put them up to the manifolds doing which they knew not before. Then Satan, when he saw that they yielded to Ganon and hearkened to him in everything he told them, rejoiced greatly, increased Ganan's understanding until he took iron and with it made weapons of war.
See, this is that time when the angels came down.
That is
It's
great.
a lot. That's
When
the
they
part.
mingled
Yeah,
with
when
it,
they mingled,
Oh,
because it came down in the times of Yarid.
He
Like,
gave
Wow.
all of this to this one man.
who was
and he spread it.
and these children, they was already wicked. Y'all already know. They already had. They were already
They
wicked. But the stuff that he didn't know, they didn't know. He put them on game.
Yep.
Not necessarily a good game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he was like, "Let me teach you how to do this."
Yeah.
This is great, and he rejoiced.
Yep.
That's the time.
Satan's like, yes, got me a kingdom.
Got me a kingdom. Wow.
I think you on
Verse
8.
Thank you. Then when they were drunk, hatred and murder increased among them. One man used violence against another to teach him evil, taking his children and defiling them before him.
What?
Okay, to teach him evil, taking his children and defiling them before
He
him.
was raping the people,
Raping the
children right in front of them.
Wow.
They really teaching them some crazy.
Not only this, but this is the spirit of our oppressors.
Because they did that to us.
Absolutely. In front of them.
Yeah.
Snatched up the kids in front of, and did that in front of their children. Or
And
snatched up the men and did it in front of their women.
Yep.
Their women.
Yep.
The same spirit.
Verse 9.
Thank you. And when men saw they were overcome and saw others that were not overpowered, those who were beaten came to Ganan Ganan, took refuge with him, and he made them his confederates.
Army.
Wow.
The serpent seed, absolutely.
Yep.
Wow, confederates. Then sin increased among them greatly until a man married his own sister.
Ain't that what Cain did? He took Lulawa. He wasn't supposed to take Lulawa.
Or daughter, or mother, and others, or the daughters of his father's sister, so that there was no more distinction of relationship. And that still goes on today.
Yeah.
I saw it not too long ago, a man married his daughter.
Do what thou wilt.
Do what thou wilt. That is so crazy. Distinction of relationship. And they no longer knew what is iniquity.
Because they've been doing it for so long. Like, we used to this. This is what we do.
Yes.
This ain't wrong.
But did wickedly, and the earth was defiled with sin. And they angered Yahuwah, the judge, who had created them. This brings such context to when he's like, it's going to rain, and why, like that whole time of Noah, because it doesn't go into detail like this. All we knew that there was sin in the earth.
Right. And he's telling us just like in the days of Noah.
Right. And people will say, we're in the days of Noah. Well, what does that mean? Like, people don't want to know that Jesus loves them? Is that what
this
that means?
What it means right here.
No.
This is what we do right here.
Absolutely. This is like the days, and this is what we are in.
This is definitely what we are in.
Crazy. Wow. But verse 11, but Ganan gathered together companies upon companies that played on horns and on all the other instruments we have already mentioned, at the foot of the holy mountain. And they did not, at the foot of the holy mountain, and they did so in order that the children of Seth, who were on the holy mountain, should hear it.
To lure them down.
Yep, to lure them down.
Oh, and listen, that's
dirty.
What they look.
Dirty.
That's what they get to
They
lure
get us. They use our own, too. We're going to get this music out.
Yep.
Or you can be like, you know what? You can speak. We're going to get this commercial. How many commercials about AIDS? And you see us to lure us to try to, we can get this music. Or to just put that perception that we have that kind of disease.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
They do this in every facet of media, whatever it is. They use us to lure it and to make it look good. Like our mindset, no, that ain't the way you should
That
dress.
don't
But
really
it's
look
cute.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's cute. I'll go down there. They don't know me. I can wear that.
I'll just go down there and come back. Like I'll just go stay out all night, and then I'll just get in the oven and put my choir robe on.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they entice us with so much, and we know in the back of our mind that we shouldn't have nothing to do with it, but we run to it.
Yep.
That's some enticement right there. This is some dirty people.
Because he has us thinking we're missing out on something when we're really not.
And we're not. Wow. But when the children of Seth heard the noise, they wondered and came by companies and stood on the top of the mountain to look at those below. And they did thus a whole year.
Wow.
Standing at
the
that
whole
top.
year because y'all looking. Stop looking.
But they were wandering, so apparently it caught their attention.
Yeah.
They were in awe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we never heard of this kind of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anytime it says wondered, that means they were like in awe.
Yeah.
Okay. Verse 13. When at the end of that year, Ganon saw that they were being won over to him little by little.
Mm-hmm.
Satan entered into him and taught him to make dyeing stuffs for garments of diverse patterns, and made him understand how to dye crimson and purple and whatnot.
And remember the whore Babylon, she in scarlet and purple.
Wow.
Crimson and scarlet is a red color.
Wow.
They even carry their colors with them.
This is crazy. And the sons of Cain, who wrought all this and shone in beauty and gorgeous apparel, gathered together at the foot of the mountain in splendor, with horns and gorgeous dresses, and horses and horse races, committing all manners of abomination.
So they like, we got the drink,
we got the gambling,
we got the women, we got the gambling, we got the entertainment, we got the music, we got the clothes.
What y'all doing up there again?
Yeah.
Praising y'all, praying.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Y'all know if I would have been at that thing, I would have been wondering, okay?
Like,
listen, if you ain't never seen that before, like, what is down there? They sound like that's...
They look like they having fun.
Listen, it would take nothing but the Ruach to keep me from down there. I know now better, but I'm just saying if I was down there, to be honest, I might tiptoe down there. I'm nosy anyway. All right, verse 15. Meanwhile, the children of Seth, who were on the holy mountain, prayed and praised Yahuwah. Hallelujah. In the place of the hosts, in the place of the hosts of angels who had fallen.
See, that's when the falling was starting to fall away.
Wow.
It was like, no, we're going to keep praying. But
right, so is this where the Nephilims come in?
Well, the Nephilims are the children.
Oh, the children
of the fallen angels.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, Nishan says the beginning of the red carpet.
Wow.
Oh, listen, Nishan said the first music award show.
Yep.
You ain't never lied.
Pretty much,
yes. That's crazy. Meanwhile, the children of Seth, who were on the holy mountain, prayed and praised Yahuwah in the place of the host, and it was a lot of them, host of the angels who had fallen. Wherefore, Yahuwah had called them angels, because he rejoiced over them greatly. But after this, they no longer kept his commandment, nor held by the promise he had made to their fathers, but they relaxed from their fasting and praying, and from the counsel of Yarid, their father. And they kept on gathering together on the top of the mountain to look upon the children of Cain from morning until evening, and upon what they did, upon their beautiful dresses and ornaments. So instead of them, so they was like,
praising, they looking.
They were just looking.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Like when I was younger, like maybe if your parents left you at home and all your siblings, and then you're not supposed to be watching music videos, but somebody on the lookout, but we all gonna watch it before they get home. Let's watch the music videos, and then when they come, we're gonna run back and turn it off and act like we ain't never watched the music videos.
And do the dances and everything.
Right.
So
that's what that remind me of. Them sitting there like that.
Yes.
Yeah. And also how we forsake Yah. Yeah. And we like, the Housewives of Atlanta coming on, or my TV show coming on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And don't want to study
and
nothing.
how we just be doing these dances. We don't know where these. Listen, when them dances from TikTok be going viral, I be thinking, like, what is attached to their dance? World?
Yeah,
it look fun. It do. I ain't gonna lie, but I can't seem to do it because I'm like, I don't know what that is attached
you don't
to
belong
it.
There. Yeah,
and no one is thinking. Instead of praying, they just like, let's drop real slow.
That's
what is that
drawing
from?
You into that world.
Absolutely.
Who come see?
It's listen. Shalom, Miss Producer. 17.
It's 6:55.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Then the children of Cain looked up from below and saw the children of Seth standing in troops on the top of the mountain. And they called to them to come down to them. But the children of Seth said, we have to finish tomorrow because it's 7 o'clock and you knew it was happening anyway. Don't act surprised. You knew it was coming.
Wow. Nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new under the sun, y'all. Wow.
Bars and everything. Horse race. The horse race. Come on now.
Wow. I don't have no words.
Nothing new.
Nothing new.
And people today think they doing stuff. If we would just show them this, look that.
Right,
they was doing this back in the day.
Yeah.
And y'all say we old fashioned. No, you old fashioned.
Right. You real old.
That's old.
And
come up with something new.
But they think we are under that spell where we think like we are coming up with something new.
Yeah.
But everything that's coming is influenced by Hasatan.
It's already
far
happened.
As on that side. If it's in that entertainment industry and stuff like that, it's already
been there, done that.
Already. Been there,
Since
done that.
Before the flood.
Absolutely. That is so crazy, which makes us want to be careful of what we're mocking and what we're copying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Be careful. Don't get to looking at that stuff wondering.
Because when you want curiosity, what killed what to the kid? Killed them. Dead.
But even down to the colors. The word Babylon still got on scarlet and purple.
Ain't that something?
That's crazy.
He like these my theme colors.
Right. How y'all feeling today? We feeling good. Thanks, man. We feeling good. Thanks. I appreciate that. How you feeling? How everybody feeling? I hope if nothing happens, it just make us get closer and draw closer to the Most High Yah.
And we see his antics. We see Satan's antics. Where he hasn't changed. And why should he if we're still falling for the same thing?
Yes.
He's still falling for the same old thing. Just all I need to do is get them to look. I just need to get them to look.
That's it. That's
it. They focus on here. Play it louder. Do it louder.
Absolutely.
Put it in church.
Yeah, that's all we got to do. We know the origin of sagging pants, but guess what? We know where that came from, but all we got to do is get somebody to wear it, make it look cool.
Somebody that make a lot of money.
They'll make a lot of money. And it ain't you. It ain't you.
It's because we see some singer in it.
It's someone that in the he ain't Hebrew at the top. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, right.
This is I don't think you want to hear James Morgan. He says, "Wow, it gets intense every time." Glad they didn't mention nutritional cupcakes. Listen, cousin James, you something else.
They mentioned food.
He don't
food and drink.
Right. Don't mean listen. They sure did mention drink. Now listen.
And they had food back at the orgy. Remember?
Yes, and drinks. And absolutely.
Drink.
Listen, I don't want to touch no other drink. Okay.
Right.
I don't care whether I drink it association or whatever. Drink by. I don't want it. I'm good.
They had that strong drink, all that. Y'all drink
That's
that.
That's what they call spirits.
If you want to, spirits.
Anything is possible. They say it. All right, y'all. Listen, we're going to go ahead and get out your way. But we appreciate you all coming in. Just remember, tomorrow we're coming on at 5 p.m., not 6, okay? And we will see you on Storytime.
Yes.
Tomorrow at 6. Thanks for tuning in. Make
Tomorrow
sure you
at 5.
5. You right. I said you right. And thank you for tuning in to Storytime.
Yes.
All right. Shout out to Brandon with the Covenant Tees. Look him up on Facebook. Inbox him. Hoodie, shirt. Brandon Clay. Private message him. He's cool. All right. And his wife, Brittany. Bye, y'all. I don't even know why I'm clapping.
Because that was good.
Okay.
We praising y'all.
Thank you.
Because that was good.
You're right.
That was like, yes.
Bye,
See y'all tomorrow.
See y'all.
Tomorrow.